ended our practice session. I have not changed my stream name last night. Fuck! Damn it. Why does it... About 17 in my practice session, but it might be a little bit more. I already started my live. Oh shit. Why'd I start my live? Can you join real quick and then invite me? Oh, I'm gonna keep doing it until I have to go. I'm also gonna switch to my roller. Shit, I said it again. Fuck. Controller, guys. Controller. Spartan, they already said they're gonna use the 1,000-point thing on me, so I expect a roast tonight, Hendrik. Especially Steel Carrot. Yeah. I don't even know. I genuinely don't know. But I'll tell you what, there's some fast guys in this field, so look for it to be a competitive field tonight. Oh no, someone's gonna die. I guarantee you. Please send me an invite when you already sent me one. Okay, I backed out as well. Hopefully they like start in 4 minutes. Should. I did. Yes, Georgia Dog has a stream up. Reagan Boy has a stream up. All appreciate those guys. Yep. I use Georgia's. Hello guys. Welcome into NXT. I'm sorry for my late stream start I was aka running some laps, and Mid Ohio, to say the least, is not my favorite track. But I'll tell you what, there's gonna be some quick guys. It's road course ringers, as we like to call them, Hendrik, that are gonna be really good tonight. One guy that I did pick in the race for my race victory was Melodramatic, because he already had the fastest lap in practice for the 120, so I expect some good things from him. Usually you're gonna see, really, it's the normal guys mixed in with road course ringers. So guys like Tada, Georgia Dog will run solid tonight. Tada has won at a road course, Hendrik, before, hasn't he? You made a poll about that, didn't you? So that is definitely something to watch. You ready to send that $1,000 insult, Carrot? When are you gonna send it? Mid-race, where I can't see it? I'm not even looking at your chat. He's gonna message. They just started. Oh my god, I'm sorry. I'm talking to myself.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah,
think
I love
anyone
talking to
wants to
myself.
hear you talk to yourself for like an hour and a half on your stream. I'm just saying. Axel, good to be back, buddy. Good to be back.
Well, people have done it before, though.
Well,
I don't know why they did it.
What do you mean? People
When
commentating on their own?
I'm their only option, I guess they're forced to watch me.
I would rather watch it in car than a stream.
You're gonna make me cry, Hendrik.
You say the same things
I,
repeatedly over and over and over again.
at the
I
pettiness.
don't know if anyone has watched the WWE clip of like Roman Reigns saying like stuff is like missionary. That's what it is with Brent when he commentates.
Mm-hmm. Yada yada yada.
Like I
Oh
watched
yeah.
some of the Dover race last week and I heard you repeat stuff over and over again and it just made my
There's a
jaw
lag.
swell up even more. I was in too much pain where it swelled up.
Here's the thing that you guys need to know is that they do group qualifying at road courses. So what we'll do here is they'll go one lap around. Mets will park them either on the back stretch. They might just run it out, to be honest with you. But if they're gonna park it, they're gonna park it and maybe off of turn one and maybe just let them roll and to the finish, basically. So they allow them to. Group qualifying is in effect for road courses in general. Honestly. Melo and the 6 look like they're racing. Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
look.
Dream is in the 6 tonight.
Yep.
By the way, guys.
He did get released from his team last week, now moving over to the 6 after a very controversial week. Bren commentated that race last week if you haven't watched that stream yet. But that was a very controversial finish. Dream did end up on top for his second NXT win.
If you ask me, Hendrik, it was more about the pit entries than the finish. I
Yeah.
think the finish, in my eyes, was, yes, controversial, but there's definitely a thing where one guy got on the apron, got hit, and he's spinning around. That typically happens at Dover, and while, yes, that is controversial, it was a mistake. I think it was the pit entry and him, I think his team owner appealed and got him more penalized for his pit exits. So overall, he's looking to rebound. But Hendrik, that did lock him into the playoffs.
It did. Now, luckily for Dream, there's also no 44 car tonight, so he won't have to worry about hitting him tonight.
Carrot's in the race. He's
Oh,
in
he
the
is?
race.
Oh, yeah, Dream.
No, he's not
watch
in the
out.
44. He's in the 77, I think. He's in 37.
37. Yeah, okay, so good. No 44 tonight. You're still good, Dream, but just keep that in mind. But we'll go over everybody real quick. We just mentioned Dream. Both me and Brent talked about him. But Impact, the Atlanta winner. Impact has rolled on a good note ever since he won the Atlanta race. He scored in the top 10 last week. He got 6th. Could Impact be on his way to win number 2? And then we also have Lewis in the 9. Lewis currently 16th in the standings. However, he is not in a playoff spot due to Impact winning. Impact is 21st in points. Lewis last week finished 21st at Dover.
Next up is Leppy. Solid. He's had a good few weeks as of late, and good news for him is that I think last night we were all hyping up the top 12, but actually there's been a change in the playoff system. We'll discuss that next week. But Leppy has been solid in NXT this season, and he looks to continue that trend. Next up is Outsider. I was actually racing against this guy in practice. Whether or not that's a good thing, we'll discuss that. I'm joking. Outsider. Outsider has pretty good speed. He was able to make moves out on this track, so look for him to be a contender to maybe finish inside the top 5, top 10. He has some speed at this road course.
Next up, Mr. Steel
The
Carrot.
guy.
It's in points. He finished 5th last week, but this was a whole different story. He was the victim of contact with Dream. We'll see if Carrot can get redemption this week. He has had a lot of good speed in recent weeks, so a win could definitely be in the books for the 37 very soon. Cowboy Tech. Cowboy Tech, he's been on a better note as well. Ever since he got his first top 10 of the season at Atlanta, he got another top 15 last week at Dover. He got 14th, so things may start to look up for the 3 as the regular season continues to roll.
Man, I'm always going to root for Cowboy Tech. He is one of my guys. I'm always going to root for him. Next up is another driver that is pure, has been in the series for a few weeks. He's done solid. I think he's looking to have a really good race tonight, as I think he may have missed last week's race. I think he did. Yeah, he missed last week, so he's looking to get a good finish at a road course of all things tonight. And then the next guy, Trevi. I will state this, Hendrik. I think it was a top 15, top 10. If Trevor gets the top 10, I'm traded from Impact's team tonight.
Oh,
Whether or not that's serious or not, we'll discuss that later. But I'll get traded from his premier team if Trevor gets the top 10 tonight. So I'm
well,
rooting for my team at the same time. It's gonna cost me my ride, so I don't know.
well, anything can happen in March. Next up, LA Fatality, 12 in points. His last start came at Loudon, and it was a good race for him. He got 8th, so when LA Fatality's on track, he could be a good contender. And then, speaking of March Madness, the one time I was not here, Mets actually does good. He gets 11th last week. One
on a
spot
roll.
short of what would have been his first top 10 of the season. If he could get a top 10 tonight, which I know it may be wishful thinking, but if it happens, that would be absolutely wild.
I hate to break the mood, Hendrick, but based on the discussions in the VC, he said he was gonna park it. So
Oh no, Mets. Get on
that's
track.
a weak ass.
Drive.
Bully him into racing, guys. Next up is Tampex, someone who's actually really solid at these type of road courses. I expect him to be strong tonight. I've run against him on these road courses. He tends to be really good at the road courses that a lot of people can't figure out. Look for him to run top 5, top 10 tonight. Next up is Exo Austin. I talked with him pre-race. He switched to controller as soon as I say that he's in the grass. So I don't know how it's going to look out for him tonight, but look for him to maybe finish top 15.
Master Killer in the 19, 11th in points. He was the runner-up in the NXT bracket last week at Dover. He finished 18th, but it wasn't enough for him to get the bracket championship over Cobra. And then Perk. Perk is one of the newer guys in the series, driving the number 49. I don't think he raced last week, if I'm not mistaken, correct?
Let me double check the results real
I
quick.
don't think I don't think he did. But
Yeah, he had a sub or something. He didn't run.
oh, yeah, so he got points for it. Okay, so this is his official debut then. So first start for Perk tonight.
I think he's run one race with us in the NXT series. Like maybe 2 weeks ago at Atlanta.
2 weeks ago.
He definitely ran Atlanta.
Oh, that's right, he did. He ran Atlanta. Okay. All right. Well, regardless, a few weeks ago, so Perk looking to hopefully do well on his first road course event in the NXT series.
Yeah, it's definitely gonna be fun to watch.
Yo, Kevin, what's going on, buddy?
All right, next up is Tata or Tata. Someone who is, like he said earlier, he won his first ever career race on a road course in the NXT series. So he's looking to bring that momentum into the series and win at Mid-Ohio. I think he's got speed to do it. He's got to use the track, obviously, but it's a different car. But I think these two, actually the next guy on the list is actually teammates. So Cobra and Tata head back to back, and these two guys are very quick. I don't know about Cobra on road courses, but anytime I see maybe Cobra, I think he's going to be maybe a top 10 car if he has any type of pace at the track, in my opinion. He always runs similarly well. He's in the likes of Banjo, R4D, I think, in my opinion, in terms of that speed at these type of tracks.
Well, I will say this. Cobra has been red hot. He has
Yes.
finished in 9th or better in the last 6 races. It is hard for anyone to be as good as
That's
Cobra
why
is
he's the
right
points
now.
leader.
Exactly. He has
That's why
been
he's the points
consistent and he has been very well. Next up, Iron Man, someone who just moved to NXT full-time. His first start as a full-time driver last week was very good. He finished inside the top 5. He got 4th at Dover. So we'll see if he can keep that up here at Road America, driving the 4 tonight. And then Georgia Dog, already locked into the playoffs after his win at the second Pocono race in the doubleheader earlier this season. And he also had a good week last week at Dover. He got 8th. So Georgia has nothing to lose tonight. Can Georgia be a contender to get his second win of the season?
Yeah, moving on from Georgia Dog, who's also been really good this season. Another guy who sits second in points, needs a good run tonight to overlap and get past Cobra, is Banjo. Been very consistent this season, but he looks to have a good night to potentially pass Cobra in the points. And the next guy ahead of him is someone who also has a win on the season. The first Pocono race back there alongside his teammate, who both won the Pocono races, was Normie. So he looks to get. Does Normie? He has 2 wins on the season. Actually, he won
Yes, he's the
the
only driver with
Pocono
2
race
wins.
1, and he won New Hampshire versus the '07 of Kevin. So this is definitely someone to watch out tonight in the 48.
Reagan Boy in the 77 is here. He also has his stream on board. I'm making sure he did race last week, but he lagged out. He finished 26, so hopefully tonight's better for him. And then NV Redneck in the 38, back once again. He did not race last week, if I'm not mistaken. His last start came at New Hampshire, and he finished 17th.
Yeah, moving on from that guy is SP Motors has been struggling in his rookie season to say the least. We do appreciate him showing up every weekend trying, but been a little bit of struggle of a rookie season. I think he's improving slowly, but it takes a lot. And we're gonna move on to Do Prime, who, if I'm not mistaken, is currently inside the playoff hunt, battling
Yes.
for around I think 12th in points. Actually 14th in points. So
14th in
he's
points, 16th in the
gotta have a
playoff
good run
grid.
tonight.
And then
Essentially,
last but
gotta have
not
a good
least,
run.
Melodramatic, 19th in points, 3 top 10s in 5 starts. Last week was not one of those. He finished 12th at Dover. And that will do it
Yeah,
for all of the drivers.
I predicted Melo to win tonight, so he's got to show up for me tonight.
Not a bad
Ah,
pick.
what?
I'll actually
I
go
can
over all
understand.
these picks real quick. So, as Brendan mentioned, he picked Melo and Tata as his dark horse. I picked
Hmm.
Tampax as my main and Carrot as my dark horse. Mets picked Impact as his primary and Lewis as the dark horse. And then Camo picked Normie as his primary and then Georgia as his dark horse.
Man, I want to see who's on pole.
On
It's Banjo.
Banjo,
Banjo
yep, he's minute
119.
19. Good start for him. And
Second,
then
Mello. So Banjo and Mello starting front row. Tampax qualified 4th
Normie,
behind Normie.
Tampax, yep, and then Impact. Lewis in 6th, though.
Lewis has speed.
He does.
I will say this: over the pond, they have their road course kings, and he's proven it.
All
Yeah,
right.
they're really quick on
Cars that
road
didn't
courses.
qualify, Kevin, Yoshi, 2 of those guys, motors backed out, so his lap didn't count. Same with Exo. But Kevin told me to keep an eye on him on the first lap, so we'll see where the 7 car lands after lap 1. By the way, everybody, just an update on those channel points. Again, if you have some and you want to spend some, if you want to check in with a driver, that's 250 channel points. If you want to go on board with a driver for a road course for 1 lap only, not the regular 3-lap rule, that would be 500 channel points. That's with a random driver. And then for 750 channel points, if you want to go on board with someone that you request for 2 laps, that would be 750 channel points. And then obviously you guys know about the 1,000 point rule. That is for me to insult Bren. That's a part of my job. Although hopefully I won't have to do that too much tonight because the jaw's a little swollen still.
What if I do it to myself?
No,
Wait,
because
no.
then it just ruins the fun.
I should do it then.
No.
Just to ruin the fun for you guys. Be the party pooper. Yeah, you guys wouldn't have fun if I did it to myself, huh?
You wouldn't. That wouldn't. That wouldn't.
Yeah, it's not fun when I want to do it to myself, but it's fun when others do it. Mm.
Because it's authentic. It's authentic, and that's what makes it fun. They spend their channel points for their entertainment.
Drop my headset. What should I spend my channel points on? Because I don't have any ads for like at least a month.
I don't know. I'll have to think of more. By the way, Kevin, I do appreciate the follow. Don't think I didn't forget. So we're still waiting to get into the lobby. Did you get the race info?
Not on this track. I think
Yeah,
it's
that's
6
fair.
laps per
Yeah.
like fuel run.
We do know that's
About
42
7.
laps total tonight. That's the scheduled distance, 50% race length. 3 times tire wear. Stages are
How
on.
question?
Yeah,
How long is your invite that I sent you? How long has it been gone?
I think
Is it
they.
5? If it's
I
under
did.
5, you can join that. Check
It's
your
4.
notifications.
It's 4.
You should be able to join it. They're starting in 3, 2, 1. Click on the invite. Oh, hold
Not
on,
yet.
hold on. It's a little delay. Click.
There, I'm
See
good.
if you can join. Invite me. Make sure to invite you as quickly as possible. Happy it didn't expire because it goes after 5 minutes. It expires. Want to race from inside the cockpit? Switch your view and race to the driver's point of view. Fanatec.com. I'm bored.
By the way, as an extra reminder for all of you, tomorrow is Odrl premiere at Auto Club. I will be the only commentator there tomorrow night, as Camo will be behind the wheel, and same with Bren. So if you guys want another commentary perspective tomorrow, I will be there as the lead. There's been a lot of changes going on with the whole driver swaps and all that. Interesting.
Yeah, to be honest, even
It proves
Irish
that
said he was gonna
nobody
miss
is
4
safe.
races. Are you trying to assume something?
No.
Nah, thank you. I'm joking. Let's
Here
get
we
this
go.
going.
First road course event of the season is Banjo and Mello. We're underway.
The first thing is, I will state this, Hendrick, they're allowed to go below that little rumble strip. Once they get the speed, I think they will go below it, but you're allowed to do that. It's physically possible. Mets said it was legal as long as you're on the track.
10 laps in stage 1. Mello already got by
Oh,
Banjo.
contact, Tampex, and Banjo. Oh
keep
my
an
God,
eye-
Tampex crossed. Jesus,
Keep an eye
you just came
on
across
everyone here trying to make it through the turn. Looks like everyone did except for Splash. Looks like he was very slow off pace.
I will state,
But
Impact
watch
goes
this
with
turn
speed
right
at
here.
road courses.
Watch this turn right here. This is going to be really tricky
You
for
might see
someone.
some lockups.
There it is.
Oh, there goes Outsider over the curve. That's not where you want to be. He's going
And
to lose
Lewis
a ton
got
of
a
track
bump.
position.
He was able to keep it going.
This is a tight, I think this carousel is where we're going to see a
Look at
ton of
this back
mistakes
here.
over here.
Outsider, Kevin. Kevin told me to keep an eye on the first lap. So far, he's made up a lot of ground.
Oh, EXO on the inside of his teammate in the 14. He's going to... Yeah,
Oh, there they go in the back. 2 cars around. Iron Man has won.
37 of Steel Carrot. That's the first caution of the night. Relaxed yellows are on. And yes, fuel run is about 7 laps total. And that's going to eliminate fuel strategy.
Of the night, 2 cars into the outside wall hard. That was Iron Man and Carrot. And an update, Kevin started all the way at the back. He's up to 11th already.
Well, he said watch him. Did you
Did.
watch him?
I did. I did see him on here. He was
Good.
right around the area where Carrot and Iron Man wrecked.
Impact's also, if I'm not mistaken, he's started 6th and 5th, so he's not really gained.
We'll
But
have a
turn 1
restart,
is where
but
I feel like we're going to see a
someone
lot
that's
of
been
lockups.
under our noses so far is Mello. He took the lead early, but now it'll be
We
Mello and
qualified on
Normie.
pole, if I'm not mistaken. Normie took 2 tires or did not. No, wait, why is he on the front row? No,
Yeah,
no,
a lot of
crazy.
people stayed out. The last person to stay out was Envy Redneck.
Okay, so he did stay. I was
So
not
top
tripping.
12 stayed out.
Okay, so they did stay. I was like, wait, Normie wasn't here at first.
So
I thought
let's
it was
watch
someone else.
Banjo on my onboard.
Oh, Normie takes the lead. He's gonna slide up though.
Look at Banjo.
Nope,
Oh,
Normie to
Banjo
the
just
lead.
shoved Dream out of the way. My goodness. And Iron Man's around
Yeah.
again.
Oh, yeah. This is the fields. Impact is in the middle of the fields, and this is where all the chaos can happen. He's behind Perk and Banjo.
Big winner on this restart besides Storm. Who took the lead was Lewis. He's up to 5th, and someone
Oh,
just dive bombed.
38 around.
MVP someone dive bombed the turn. And there's the casualty. Cobra getting loose.
Cobra and Yoshi. Yeah, he's bumping Cobra a little bit through the corners. Oh, Yoshi around! Oh my God, he just did a jump. There's a lot of bumping and banging. Georgia Dog 3 wide.
No
Dream
caution.
gets ahead of him.
Oh, Georgia in the grass, able to keep it going.
Burt gets clear of him. They're side by side, entering the last two corners. Oh, Cobra gets sent by his former teammate Dream. No, Cobra to pit road.
Yeah, Cobra in pit road in the 11. Also, looks like that was Carrot that just got hit by Exo. But Normie in front, Mello keeping pace. Tata, Tampax, Lewis, the top 5.
Can Mello hunt down Normie again? They're on equal tires, but remember in 2020s and in general on road courses on this game, for some guy, who knows what reason, you actually get quicker as your tires wear.
Talked about how good Mello's been this season in his recent arrival. 3 top 10s and 5 starts. He has been really consistent so far, and that's what you need to do in order to be a contender for a playoff spot.
He's going to gain
Mello
here.
already. Now
he's going to gain here.
Back around into the grass. Lewis able to avoid and take forward away, and that was what left me in the top 5. Outsider in the grass. That allows Kevin to go on by. He's up to 6.
Oh, the outsider in the grass. Here comes Tampax and Banjo.
Tampax already after the wreck, still in the top 10, battling for 7th place in the grass again.
Kevin,
and
you
Banjo,
got around those two.
Banjo's in this mix. He's the first one with new tires.
He's got to get around outsider as cleanly as possible.
Tata and Lewis both in the grass, barely 2 tires in there.
The thing with cutting that the first corner is that you're gonna lose a ton of speed.
Here goes Lewis for 3rd, and Lewis gets by Tata.
Mello in the grass! Mello in the grass! He got loose. Here comes Lewis.
How about Lewis in the 9 machine as Metz has come to a stop? I think he has officially thrown the white flag.
Oh, he literally told me he's gonna park it on lap 2.
Kevin challenging Tata for 5th, but a lot of contact there. Just saw it in the distance, and Kevin completes the pass.
Watching Banjo outsider duel is so fun. Like, everyone is just getting free back here, but it's fun to watch. Especially the guys on fresh tire trying to get through the field. But Normie is cruising, Hendrick. He might get an easy stage 1 victory.
What an interesting top 5. 0 wins between 2nd through 5th.
I was about to say.
Normie, on the other hand, he won his first race earlier this season, already leads the league and wins the season. He's looking good so far.
Like I said earlier, he's trying to become Spartan, where he isn't really the playoff points leader or the leader in points, like overall for the regular season, but trying to get the most playoff points, be the hottest driver in the playoffs. By the way, we had an
issue with Cobra. Cobra already pitted, but he's trying to hopefully not go a lap down.
Hey, we're gonna have a battle here for 3rd very soon. Lebby's challenging Lewis now. He's gonna be there in about, if we only have like 2 to go, he's gonna be there. But it's hard to pass at this type of track. You gotta get on the brakes. Yeah, it's very difficult. I've done
Kevin,
it.
on the other hand, may
he's been making it work.
He may oppose that belief.
He's gonna make.
Mello,
I think Leppy's. Leppy's gonna have to push more just to get around Lewis as quick as possible, as the car behind him, Kevin Yu, is gaining on him massively.
Dream in 6th. Banjo up to 7th now. Outsider 8th. Tata is down to 9th.
Normie made a mistake.
And then rounding out the top 10, I believe, is still the 62.
Yeah, Normie made a mistake, and that opened the door for Mello to get potentially back into this fight for the win of Stage 1.
As Georgia puts Tampax in the sand.
That's not good.
Master Killer in the grass. Lewis in pit road. Now, the thing is,
I think we just hit under 2 to go.
So if he beat it before the leader crossed the line, He should be okay.
There's no way he did.
Jason, awesome. How are you doing, buddy?
So Normie is trying to finish it off for stage 1.
Normie in the 48.
As we're about 2 to go. Yeah,
He
I
has
think...
pulled away from Mello. Mello still doing everything he can.
Oh yeah, he's sinning it. And to be honest, he stuck it pretty well, I'd be honest
He
with
has.
you.
Oh,
No! No, he gets loose!
He saves it, but he loses the lead. Kevin
No,
up to
and here
second.
comes Kevin. He got around the other 2 cars. He got around Leppy and company. And look at
that
Dream
battle.
making a move.
Yeah, that battle for 4. Far from
He just
over.
clears him. So Kevin Yu is trying to drive from the rear of the field to the front. And by the way, Hendrick, these are guys from the Frank Cup series. I know you might not know who that is or that series, but these are 2 guys that I watched on Thursday night.
Normie,
and they're both really good at
contact there with Kevin. This is for second,
That's
by
for
the
white
way.
flag.
Dream getting by
White flag for
Normie.
stage 1.
And Dream's not done yet. Car hard in the wall. Right behind this group, that might have been the 2.
Yeah, Kevin gets passed by both of them. Here comes Banjo back up to the inside for 4th. Or for 3rd, my apologies.
Lefty in
So
pit
Banjo
road,
trying to get
that
some good
should
stage
be a
points.
penalty for him.
I don't think it'll matter, though, to be fair.
He did
As he's not
hit,
going to get lapped.
but will he gain track position off of it? SP Motors in the sand here in the hill. If he doesn't get going in time, he may lose his lap, and it looks like he will.
Well,
But
Hendrick,
melodramatic. We talked about how good he's been. He has yet to win a stage in Odrl, but he is a half a lap away from getting his first. Under
Very
the
clean.
radar pick from Bren. He picked him as his primary. So far, Melo delivering expectations as he's getting ready to go through the final set of turns here.
on board with him for the last 2 corners of this racetrack.
Now getting ready to get to the finish line. First, Odrl stage win in the NXT Series for Melodramatic. Stage 1 winner.
Battle for second.
Ohio.
Here comes Banjo, bumping Dream, and he's not going to get there.
Kevin gets second. Actually, no. Dream
No,
gets
that
second.
Kevin's not there.
Banjo third.
did
Outsider
Dream go?
wrecked again. Dream got second.
Did he?
Yes,
I don't
he
see
did.
Dream.
I don't see
Did he
Kevin.
lag
There
out?
he is. I think he lagged out on your
Kevin?
view.
Oh, my apologies. I thought Kevin was still there. He was
Mello,
in second
Dream,
with 2 to go.
Banjo, Kevin, Impact, the top 5. Good run for Impact. Georgia 6th. How about Ghost Tech in 7th?
Good
EXO
run.
in 8th. Tampax in 9th. And then Carrot in 10th.
So, this is something that's been discussed. If you just keep your car clean and don't wreck, you could get a top 10 tonight, realistically. You may not win it, but if you
Rod
don't
told
go
me
off
Lefty
track...
speeding in pits. That makes sense.
What the fuck did I just do? I just popped a bag of, you know, like, little, like, styrofoam balls.
So here we go.
Like a dumbass in my room. on
Mello
my
and
table.
Dream will lead the field to stage 2. On board with the 42. Back to Green. Even start. But watch how
I
Mello
think the
approaches his
6 might
turn.
get clear. It's going to get clear. He's going to get clear of Mello. The inside lane is not the good lane off the
And he
turn.
does, and now Kevin challenging. Let's watch mid-pack here. Someone is definitely going to get on to the sand here.
Here comes Kevin making a move for second.
Oh, yeah.
He's not gonna get the run out.
Someone got sent back there. Outsider and Cowboy second in the grass. Someone else as well. That's Ghost Tech, I believe. No, that's EXO.
Oh, Normie in the
EXO
grass.
In the grass.
A little bit. Here comes a send from the 37 of Steel Carrot. He bumps into Jordan Dog hard as they both slide up.
Meanwhile,
Here comes
up here,
Campex sending Georgia. Oh my God, Tata had just sent Normie up the track.
keep an eye on
And he
that
nearly
red
dies.
and black 8
They're
car.
all just bumping and banging back here.
The top 5 have broken away. And now Mello for the lead.
Don't look out for Kevin. He might make a move when these guys get side by side entering the last 2 corners here.
Banjo
If they get
Impact
tight.
in the mix. 10 laps in this second
Here
stage.
we go. Kevin might be able to capitalize as they make contact. Here comes Kevin. Dream holds on. Oh, in the grass. Mello goes.
Ran out
Here
of
comes
real
Kevin in
estate.
second. Yep. Exactly what happened. There's not
Mello
enough room
again
as...
riding the grass. But now
Oh,
Kevin
right in
has
front
a
of
run.
Banjo.
Kevin taking a peek here for the lead. Kevin came close to winning New Hampshire a couple weeks ago as he's in the grass, again off the turn. He finished second in that race to Normie in what was a wild finish.
Yeah, I know Kevin wants to win tonight. He doesn't want to heartbreak like last time because he's basically in a must-win situation.
And
but
Mello, once again, driving that in very deep.
Just drives around him.
That is impressive.
I know, right?
Impact
You just don't expect it to work.
Tampax and Georgia getting ready to enter the lead pack.
That's a good sign. I love to see some racing at a road course of all tracks.
Joshi had a ride in the grass just now. He's in mid-pack.
Man, I was watching Tata earlier. He's so aggressive.
Well, Impact
Whether or
in the
not-
grass, that allows Tampax to go on by. That is for fifth. Update on Normie, he's in eighth. After being inside the top 5 for all of stage 1. In fact, leading the mass majority of the opening stage. As Mello is trying to run Dream down.
I'm telling you, man, last 2 weeks, Dream has had speed. There's
He
no
has.
question about that. There's no question about speed-wise. It's about aggression level. Not about speed, it's about aggression level. And last week, you could say he was a little overly aggressive. Or, in his eyes, I mean, you're racing for a win.
Oh!
Oh!
Dream overdrove it! That was close.
Here they come. Mello on the outside through the S's. He couldn't get an angle there, so Dream was able to run his normal line as Kevin Yu is all over Mello's back bumper.
gives
Here
him
they
a
come,
shot.
bumper! In the grass, here comes
inside.
Kevin! Oh, Dream puts him in the grass! He's not gonna like that.
Yeah, he's not.
Yep.
But someone who did was Banjo, who just took a peek on to 7, and Mello up to second.
Tampax
But here
opened the door
comes
for Tampax,
Tampax.
though. And he
Dream
does. He
overdrove
clears-
it again. Mello to the lead. Dream had a bad turn, and Mello took advantage, and Kevin up to second.
Doesn't see Mets parked in turn 1, side by side for second place. Dream and Kevin. The battle for
Dream
third,
hit the
fourth
turtles.
is also heating up. Look at them side by side as well.
Tampax clears.
As Banjo has to, yeah, Banjo had to let up there on the outside lane. Same with Kevin.
Normie closing in on front 7.
God, I had to clean this shit up. Be right back.
Oh boy. Whoa, I thought Kevin was going to try to take a shot at Dream, but they were able to keep it going. The top 8 are in their own zip code. That is how far they are ahead of the field. The first person not in that group, someone we mentioned earlier, who hasn't made a lot of starts in NXT, the Reagan boy, in the top 10 right now. Good run for the 77. He is up to 9th. Again, the top 8 have disappeared from the field. It is amazing as Cowboy Tech has gone around downhill. He'll pick it back up. There you see Dream still hanging on to second. Ghost Tech in the grass right in front of Tata Head. A little damage there for the 18.
Joe Carrot, his teammate right
Cobra
in front
in
of him.
pit road. Iron Man.
Oh, he
in
got
pit road.
loose. Tata went through
Impact
as
in
we saw
pit
Ghost
road.
Tech get loose. Oh, parked
Lewis in.
on a wall is
So-
SP Motors.
Impact is the
He is
first
wrecked.
one of a few in. So this is tire strategy coming into play. And from what I'm seeing on
They're
my
cutting the
onboard,
stages.
someone took 2 tires in fuel. That'll be interesting to see who that is. Normie got by Georgia for 7th. As Mello trying to run away, but Kevin is not letting him out of his sight. Meanwhile, the battle for third, we just saw it in the distance. Looking on from Banjo. This is Dream and Tampax. Again, Tampax in the grass because Dream
Yeah,
held him there.
he spun it. Yeah, no, he got stuck there, and that's going to cost him a ton of track position in
Kevin
2 spots.
is. Kevin is in. He's
Tampax decides to come in as well. As well as Normie. So they all come down that narrow pit lane.
And I think a lot
It's
more
very
is going to be
narrow,
going down this time.
I think
Yeah,
the leader
we're still
comes down
seeing
this
it. The
time,
Reagan boy,
realistically.
Tata, Yoshi, EXO. Terror of the round, same with Ghost Tech. Is that going to be a caution?
That might be a caution.
Silvering.
Iron Man around. Iron Man
Yep.
around as well.
Heavy damage for the 4 and heavy damage for the 37.
Steel Carrot.
Do Prime splash in. Same with LA
Are we under
Fatality.
2 to go?
Trevi in. I don't think so.
I think Mello decides to pit here. I think realistically,
think he
if
does.
you want to have a chance at winning, you pit here.
But there you see the gap between himself and second place. Good margin since
doesn't
Kevin
need-
pitted.
I guess he needs stage points, but at the same time, he needs a win. He doesn't need stage points, so that's why I would pit. And you even get stage points at this point in the race by pitting here.
We'll see what happens
Guy
here.
like
with
Dream, I
42.
think, is going to stay out.
So we both think he pits,
Let's see.
and he does.
He does! Yep, I knew it. I think Dream and him follow him. Yep,
Yep,
they
they do.
all come down to pit road. I think a guy
Top
like maybe
3
Trevi
in.
come down. Like they
Yeah,
stay
Trevi
out.
already came down.
I think if
Trevi.
you're gonna stay out, you gotta get stage
Oh,
points.
impact!
Impact in the
his
grass.
hand!
Yep, I just saw that too. And he's gonna lose maybe position to Kevin as he jumped him with that pit stop.
Outsider in.
Actually, your leader should be Georgia Dog. He stays out. He goes the full distance.
Barrett in.
I gotta use the restroom.
Ton of damage. Same with Master Killer. Just saw a pure splash in the grass. Yes, so Georgia Dog in front right now, but he has yet to pit in that 88 machine. So here we go. We'll go on board with him. There he is. You see a car all the way in the grass. I don't know who that is. I thought that was SB Motors, I would assume. Yes, SB Motors. Back over to Georgia Dog's POV. We have 4 laps to go right now. Lap 7 of 10 in stage 2. Expect the 88 to be pitting here potentially this time by. As he is nursing it over the final set of turns, and he will go in. So Georgia's in. That should complete the cycle. So Georgia's going to have the newest set of tires here for these last couple of laps. Will there be any payoff to staying out there as long as he did? As Mello, who led before pit cycles began, he was in 4th right now. He will likely take over 3rd. New leader is Dream. And he's got company behind him. Trusting Banjo in that 34 car. This is the top 2 right now. Mello in 3rd, Kevin U 4th, Impact 5th, and I know Tampax is 6th, Normie is 7th. That's the top 7 cars right now. And then Georgia should cycle around in 8th or 9th. But this is the top 2 right now as they battle for a stage win. Banjo to the inside of the 6. Won't be able to clear. Now Dream has the better line. And Dream around!
Yeah,
Into the
I just saw that.
barrier! Dream
Yeah, no,
crushed
he's-
from the lead!
That is tough, and he's ghosted inside Tampax, right? Oh, no, he's being lifted on my screen. Tampax gets killed by Dream lagging. Well, Tampex is not gonna like that. On my screen, he lagged into Tampex.
Looks like Tampax
I
is
might
still...
be.
Tampax lost a spot to Normie, but he's still
Yeah,
good.
Okay.
But tough break for Dream. He wrecked it from the lead. And now, Trusting Banjo has an
He's in the hot
opportunity to
seat.
win the stage.
I feel like if you're the guys like melodramatic, probably took 4 tires, so I kind of expect him to stay out here. I think I expect him to stay out. I think Banjo's gonna have to take 4 tires at this
You want to know
point.
something interesting? Even though he's battling for the points lead, he is yet to win a stage this season.
That's interesting. Just good finishes, because he doesn't
Good
have a win this
finishes.
season.
Yep, good finishes
That's
in the stages and
good
in
stage
the
points.
race.
Yeah. Yeah. Now he's
But
trying to secure his first stage win.
and the thing is, with Cobra struggling, Banjo could be in line to be the new points leader if things go the way it has
Ooh.
been.
Switcheroo. Swap them.
But I think Banjo is more importantly focusing on getting his first ODRL
Just
win.
secure the stage win.
Get the
Secure
stage win and then
get
look
the win.
forward to getting his first win.
The race win. Yep. Because this track is
But
very
don't look
dueling if
now.
you make any mistake.
There is a blue dot closing in. That's Mello, and Kevin is right behind him.
I think, personally, Banjo's being passive. He's not being fully aggressive right now.
He's got 2 to go now.
That might be
Car
costing him
exiting
time. He's
pit
got to be more
road.
aggressive.
That
That's
was
Duprime.
So Duprime first car lap down. But
Man,
now
that black Mets car is a marker for us.
we look on to the top 3. Now, someone I talked about earlier because he stayed out was Georgia. Dog Georgia around! Right by the finish line.
I was going to
And-
say, him staying out longer could be something like strategy. And
with
by the
that,
way, the 66 has joined Mets. Here comes the battle for the lead. He's
looking
joined
on
Mets
from
in the
the
wall
7th
game.
POV. Tough break for Georgia. That
back
could probably
bumper
take him out.
to the
Stage
34.
contention.
Here comes the 42 to the bottom. He's
Kevin
gonna get it
closes
underneath
in.
here, side by side through the S's. This is very tight and very hard to get through here, pretty cleanly. Here comes Kevin, gonna make a dive on a 34. Bender
Mello.
contact.
Mello in front, Kevin in second, Banjo trying to keep it straight. And with that, Mello back in front.
Kevin gonna
right
make
there.
moves. Yeah, Kevin's got some good speed at the end of this run as we're coming to white flag for stage 2.
Kevin trying to maybe get a good run here. Set up a pass. Overdrives it a little bit. White flag at stage 2.
It's over.
Oh,
Actually, it's over.
yeah, it's over. Okay.
Ah.
So with that,
Well, Mello holds on.
Melodramatic in the 42 machine with his second
By the
stage
way,
win.
the last stage point, the guy in 10th just lost it. Outsider steal. No, Cobra gets it back. And Cobra, is he going to get the last stage point? He does. I was going to say Outsider just stole the last stage points, but Cobra got it at the end. It was so tight between the two. Those are key points for Outsider as he's on the outside. He's on the bubble area. Hendrick, he just lost a point.
And key point for Cobra, especially with Banjo doing good for that points lead battle. So top 10 in this stage. Mello, Kevin, Banjo, Normie, Tampax top 5. Impact, Racing Dream, the Reagan Boy, Tata Head, Cobra. So now we go on to stage 3.
Where I think
Final
we're going to
stage.
see the battle of attrition. Realistically, I think this can be battle of attrition. Keep your car on the track. Be aggressive when you can. We know the top 5 contenders for the night. But can they keep it clean for the last stage?
Free pass to
That's the real
Duprime,
question.
as we saw. So 27 cars on the lead lap. But with that, we're back to green, stage 3.
Top 2 have been pretty good all night long. Kevin Yu has also been a top 3 contender. Here comes Norman. He's led a few laps tonight.
And Mello already clear of Banjo. But
I wouldn't
Normie,
say that so fast. They've
Normie
been known
looking
to
to
catch
take
him.
back what was his at the start.
Oh, Leppy sitting aggressive, and around he goes into the midfield. So that's going to be his stage 3 over unless we have a caution.
Oh,
Actually, never mind. There's so many incidents that can happen here.
Yeah, there's a lot that can still happen here.
Yeah.
And as we say that,
Nightcore!
Lewis.
In the gravel! He got sent
Oh,
to the
Master
moon!
Killer in the grass as well, but Lewis took a ride. Splash hit the grass.
Pure. Yeah, splash, like you said.
Oh, Carrot in the grass, keeps it going.
Tampex is up to third. He's making moves, Hendrick. I did not see him get around them, but he's up to third.
Ghost Tech took that turn too wide. He's still good. Kevin down to fifth. Mello in the grass! And Banjo's there. Everyone should be pitting within the next 6 laps, as we have 17 to go in this one. Almost double the length of one of the first 2 stages.
If you can go 7 if you need to, if you want to stretch it, but you have 2 pit stops no matter what this stage. So, do you want to stretch and maybe take only 2 tires on the last pit stop with 3 to go, or do you want to maybe push here and then push again and then have like maybe 6 laps of fuel and tires on 4 tires? You have to push, but you're gonna be the attacker, aggressive person instead of taking 2.
Oh, Normie!
They're good.
Going.
He somehow, and guess what, Hendrick? He made the pass. If he can clear, oh, caution. So Normie doing that, Hendrick, just gained a position.
And it's Splash.
That's insanity.
I believe Splash pulled a Jimmy Johnson from Watkins Glen.
Oh my God,
he ran into the tire barrier head on.
What the hell? Splash, my boy. My boy. Well, that shakes up things.
It does. No free pass here except for SB Motors. He won't be back on the lead lap. He was multiple down.
My man's been parked for 4 laps, for 15 laps.
Here we go. Banjo and Tampax on the front row. Mello down to 7.
Yeah, he probably pitted, to be honest with you, or took tires, as we're now going to be getting green. Banjo, good restart by him. Here comes Normie on the bottom, the non-preferred lane. Tampax got a little bit of a run as we head into this corner, which has been a hazard spot as Tata has an opportunity to send it. Oh, he makes contact with Impact. Impact gets sent into the group, and he's going to be stuck on the outside.
You know, I know we talked about him earlier, but someone who is starting to come back into form is in that green and white 4. Iron Man is in the top 10. Oh, as Yoshi gets bumped there by Kurt. 3 wide, Dream on the inside. Dream trying to play catch up.
Who's in this? That is
Yoshi
Reagan Boy in the
77. Iron Man had to avoid, but he keeps it going, but it will cost him.
Oh, this is congested to say the least. Kevin Yu is in the rear of the field, Hendrick. Why is Kevin in the rear?
There he is.
Oh, they're on the go! Lewis and Cobra involved! And they're around. Is there a caution? No caution.
Cobra has a little damage. We'll see how that affects his
Banjo has an opportunity to take the points lead as we have a switch for the lead.
Kevin making it 3 wide even when he wrecked. That's something worth seeing.
New leader. New leader, Hendrick.
Tampax Pro. Oh, Reagan in the grass!
Oh my God. Tampax has been, I told you earlier, he's really good on road courses. So, and he's got some other good guys as Normie's going to get a run here as Tampax got loose. Side by side for the lead through this tight, winding, speedy right-hander as we head into this hard braking zone here. You do not want to lock up here, especially side by side. Impact making a dive on Tata.
Contact.
Oh, contact between Normie. He's going to clear Tampax here. He slides up. Here we go into the S's. This is going to prefer Tampax's lane if he can hold on to it. Through the grass. Can Normie clear him? He's in the... no! On the outside lane, there's really no grip, and he just tried to hang on, and there's no grip up there, especially when it gets elevated, and you just drive over the hill, and you're just a goner at that point in that point in the corner.
Top 5.
So sad times for Normie.
Banjo, Impact, Mello, Tate ahead. Dream up to
Yoshi?
6. Yeah, Yoshi in 7th. Then we got Normie
Yoshi.
in 8th. Kevin is up to 9th, by the way. Kevin is continuing his charge.
Dream has had a bad night. Or, my bad. Yoshi has had a bad... Oh, Tata!
And by the way, in 10th is Perk.
That is in the 49. Yeah, he got a top 3 in his first race ever in Odrl, and he's only run 2020 cars, if I'm not mistaken. In this series, he runs the Xfinity Series backwards.
Tata and Dream side by side.
I know a little thing about him. Oh man,
these two had some beef at Atlanta last season. We all know the story there.
They're great friends. Wink, wink. Former teammates, as we like to say. Oh, as they make a little contact.
Dream gave him no room there.
Here they go. Tight again. Dream clears them.
That battle may not be over yet.
Oh, Normie got into Yoshi a little bit.
But Tampac's pulling away.
We're having a battle between Impact and the 42 Mello, I think.
Tata back on Dream's side here.
By the way, Banjo
Kevin
is
in
catching.
the grass. Outsider had
over.
a big wreck as well. His front end's destroyed.
Oh, Tata and Dream are still going at it. Oh, Dream gets sent and a little bit bump. He moves Dream out of the way. Does Dream rescind the favor? He's not going to have an opportunity.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to do that to Dream, but here we go. Dream still trying to hang on against Normie. Hits the Turtles.
They're all over.
For Tata, as Dream
all over
is
Tampax.
still dealing with Normie. Now, we did talk about Tampax being in front, but he's not exactly gone just yet. Look at this, 3 wide! Lewis in the grass!
Yeah, no, this isn't over, and Impact has been picking up speed, Hendrick. Same with Mello.
Mello has been the fastest car, in my opinion, today, but it's not by a good margin.
Oh, Impact got to the back bumper of Banjo in this corner. This is where I can see a lot of people gain as Tampax runs wide. He's going to lose a little bit of time to Banjo.
Tata and Dream both in the grass just now.
Oh,
Speaking of those two, Dream is closing in on Tata. Caution's out.
No.
Caution's out.
God.
More than
Another
likely,
one?
Bren calls the wreck. God damn you, Bren.
Oh, man.
Outsider, I believe, is either done or in pit road.
He's out.
Tough break
Look
for
at Cobra's
the two.
front end. Look at Cobra's front end, bro. He's destroyed.
Yeah, I know he had some damage from earlier. And it looks like it's just gotten worse.
Some people are staying out. I guarantee you some people aren't taking tires here. They're taking fuel only to gain some track position. I know we ran a ton of laps, but if you're that desperate, you will do it.
Well,
maybe a guy like Cobra who pitted to take damage, repairs damage, etc. will only take fuel here. Yep, I told you! I told you! I told you, Hendrick! I predicted it, you did it.
Repaired, and he'll be on the front row with Banjo. Tampax and Impact, row 2. Back to green.
Even with the damage, he was able to jump everyone.
And
they are good on fuel if they can save it.
Away.
They can make it 7 laps. You just got to be very patient on throttle. Someone's to the inside wall. That might be Mets. I don't know who it is. Oh, Impact got to get around Cobra as Tampax in the grass. That's his race. Tato round. 3 wide for 4th or 6th. Oh, in the grass again. Here. Or that's the. Oh, they're coming back on the track. The caution is out. There's no way caution's not out.
No caution, we're still green. But Banjo.
Oh my God, 19!
Impact in the grass. He's looking 4 wide.
Mello in the grass. Everyone's mowing the lawn, guys. Get out of the grass.
3 wide. Kevin able to get back on track.
You know, this is like the Marcus Ambrose and Brad Keselowski finish, but we're not at Watkins Glen and we're not
I'm
racing
just
for the
gonna
win.
mention something real quick. Lewis is up to third.
And he's been able to keep his car clean.
Lewis
Quite
got
literally, if you
away.
keep your car clean, it doesn't matter.
Can Lewis
Now-
get to Cobra? If he can get by Cobra, he may have a chance of trying to catch Banjo.
Now the question is,
Also,
are you being
Perk.
conservative to save some fuel?
I'm not sure, but Perk is also in the top 5.
You gotta save a lap of fuel here. Can you do it? You gotta let off a little bit earlier than usual, but I feel like we'll have a caution by the time that's any factor, fuel.
Met's
'Cause they're
showing the
being hella
fastest
aggressive.
speed he has all day. There he is.
This is disrespectful. He's just cruising. Let him cruise, my brother. Stop being a dick. He's gonna rewatch this. and be
You
like,
can't
"What
call
the hell?"
people a dick, Bren. You clearly don't have one. But anyways, Kevin in the grass here. Able to keep it going. As we are still green here. Can everyone make it? Lewis in the grass. Normie up to third.
Oh, right,
And
got loose.
look at this storm back here. Dream, Tampax, and Kevin all in this group. As we're wrecking
Yeah,
in the
standing
back.
behind Dream.
We have a big wreck in the back. I just saw 3 cars go off pace. I don't know who they were, but that's going to be an ender for them.
There's no cautions being called though. I ignored your comments because that it doesn't deserve my yeah. I choose to ignore comments like that.
So now, Banjo.
Oh, Mello in the,
Mello!
in the gravel. Same with Tampax. Oh my God, there's more people going in the gravel.
That was Exo, maybe? I think that might have been Exo.
Everybody in the grass.
Yeah, that was Exo. Still green.
And I'll give you guys an update. That leader, by the way, we need to keep an eye on him. He's starting to gap second place. It's Du Prime in the grass. Trusting Banjo, Hendrick is trying to win his first race in the Odrl NXT series, and it's looking good right now.
We have 3 winless drivers in ODRL in the top 5 right now.
I
First,
think
4th, and 5th.
Also, we could have a fuel strategy being played here by maybe someone inside the top 10. I don't know how fast you can be with only 3rd gear. I know Cobra's not good on fuel. I 100% that. I've looked at his point of view. He's
Lewis
short
in.
by 3 laps.
Lewis in from 4th. He is the first one in. And back here is 3 wide. Ghost Tech, who just put Tata and Exo in the sand.
Yeah, Tata is falling behind the 14 now, so he's not going to be happy about that.
Yeah, ever since he was as high as 5th, he just hasn't been able to recover. Too much chaos, pretty much from, I would say from 5th on back at this point.
I would say, I don't know where Still Carrot and Ironman are on the track. Where are they currently?
I'm not sure.
Eh.
By the way, update on Impact, who was in the top 5 for the majority of the race. He's down to 21st.
Okay. Well, I think he's going to have to play the strategy card here.
And Georgia is climbing. Now behind Normie for 3rd.
When does Banjo decide to roll it down pit road if he's not
And
good
right
on fuel
behind
here?
Perk is Kevin and Dream. Mello trying to close. This is a cluster right here from 3rd on back.
Yeah, Perk is just trying to hang on. Realistically, as he's just trying to get a good finish, and he's being challenged by a lot of
Cobra
aggressive
in
guys.
from 2nd. Little contact there from Dream to Kevin. Kevin in the grass. Kevin saves it. Mello's closed in on Perk. Now to the inside of him. This is for a top 10 position. This is for
Now
7. Dream
Normie
overdrives
and-
it. Into the
Oh.
stand goes to 6. Mello gains 2 spots there in the last couple turns.
Oh, Perks slowed up.
Tata getting by Ghost Tech. There's where Cobra is after pitting.
Oh, Perks slid up. Here comes Tampex and Reagan.
Parrot gets by Yoshi. He went all the way in the grass to get by him there. Hurry up, get back to... Oh, Tata almost wrecked it.
Smooth
Here's
sailing,
Banjo.
though, for Banjo. Yeah,
Mhm.
I was going to say, smooth sailing as we come to 2 to go at the line. Question is, can he make it on fuel? As he decides not to roll
And
it down.
can we finish this lap under green is the question.
Yes. Yeah, he just wants to make it a white flag like in real life, as once you hit white flag, the race is over.
We have only had 2 first-time winners
Pure
this
Splash coming up pit
season
road.
in ODRL. I think Splash might be out, actually. I think I saw him on pit road earlier. But
Yeah,
we've had
he
2
wrecked.
first-time winners this season. Normie was the first when he won the first Pocono race. R4D was the second when he won at Phoenix. Banjo looking to become the third and join his teammate in victory lane. Costco Motor Club has had a terrific season with 2 of their rookie drivers shining bright. As Banjo
Oh, here
taking
comes
his
the outside
time.
Kevin. The outside of Georgia for third. He's going to open the door for Mello to get through here inside the top 5.
Kevin in
So
third.
this is all driving inside the top 5. So don't think about it like that. This is trying to increase the position. Oh, they're both in the grass. They're both in the grass, and that allows Mello to gain a spot there.
He gained 2 spots, up from 5th to 3rd.
Hendrick or white flag for the leader.
White flag in the air. Last lap around at Mid-Ohio. We're
Been
on
an
board
eventful
with
day.
Banjo. Can he make it all the way?
He kept
And
his
can
nose
he do
clean,
it
Hendrick.
mistake-free?
Yeah, if he can hold on, it's been, I would say, a pretty executed night or day, as we like to say, because it is day
And
race
remember,
at Mid-Ohio.
Cobra pitted. So if the
Oh, yeah.
results stay the way they are, not only will Banjo get his first win, he will take over the points lead.
Again. Great news for him. Just clean, just
Now he
smooth
goes
sailing.
up
He
the
doesn't
hill.
have to push.
Don't get close to the apron. Don't get your car around at this point.
Just literally just be as smooth as possible. You don't
Under
have
the
to push
Honda
it. You have a
tunnel.
big gap.
Able to get through.
He's smooth.
Getting ready
Very
to go
smooth.
downhill. Now under the sports car tunnel. Going through the last set of turns. Why not
Oh,
have
Georgia in the grass.
another ODRL first-time winner? For the 3rd time this season, a new driver in ODRL is going to get his first win tonight. It is going to be Trusting Banjo. He wins at Mid-Ohio.
And guess who got second? If I'm not mistaken.
Normie out of
Oh!
fuel. Georgia's going to take
And Georgia's
third.
going to steal it.
Mello
There's a
in
Truex
second.
that... He's got to
Georgia.
cross the line! He
Green
does. He beats Perk.
Tampax.
Normie beat Perk to the line at least. But Mello
at
steals
7th.
second.
Carrot in 8th, Yoshi 9th, and then Ghost Tech takes 10th late.
Mello again. Second place is his kryptonite.
What
He's
a
so
good
close
run
to
for
winning.
Mello.
He needs a win to get in, though, Hendrick. And, well, yes, he's running super well. You know, it's heartbreak for him because he needs
Well,
the
here's the
wins.
thing. I will say this. I think after tonight, Mello's going to go from 19th to 17th in points.
Ooh.
He's not far
We'll
off.
see. It could potentially
He
point
could
his
do
way
it.
in.
He could do it.
I mean, Speedy's shown he absolutely
He entered,
has a
he
speed
entered
to.
in tonight, I believe, 44 points behind the cut. So, yeah, he's going to be gaining a lot. But Trusting Banjo, first-time winner, second first-time winner for Costco Motor Club this season. And finally, we could say 34 car has won an ODRL race. We're going to get interviews with all of them in here, including our winner. We're also going to get Mets in here real quick. I guess I'll interview the top two if you want to do third through fifth.
I'm done. Okay, let's tell these guys first and foremost, do not leave the party. Okay? Let's
Yeah.
scream it at them. If you leave the fucking party, we're gonna ban you from the league.
Well, I don't know about that one.
I don't want to join his party. I joined it yesterday by accident, Hendrick, and it was not a good deal.
Oh, because...
Yeah, it lied me out. Gave me a seizure, basically. Do not leave the party.
Yeah. Alright,
Do
can someone get
not
Mets
leave
in
the
here?
party.
I invite him, alright. Kevin, you fastest lap. Here we go. Okay.
I repeat, do not leave the party, please. I am not trying to have a glitch out.
We're missing 3.
Tampax.
Banjo. Yeah. Yeah, I know. I've interviewed him a lot.
Hello, Mello, again.
Let's see. Tampax is here. Now
Could have got that win for me,
Banjo
you know?
and Dream.
Nice, I'll talk about it.
Good run, though. Really good points day.
Thanks.
Alright, can someone get Dream in here? I don't want to invite him because then I'd lag out.
Why is Banjo not joining us?
He'll join in. Just give him time. This is his first win.
Yeah.
Also, someone invite Iron Man because he invited me to the party. Okay, cool. Yeah, Banjo and Dream. There's our winner. Now we just need Dream.
I saw a lot of aggressive driving, to be fair.
By the way,
a...
Jason, Awesome Gaming, if you're still here, I do appreciate the follow. And with that, we're going to start with our interviews. So, Bren will do third through fifth. I will do the top 2. And make sure you guys include your audios.
Fifth tonight was someone who I knew going into tonight was going to have some speed. If I'm not mistaken, it was Tampax.
Yes.
Alright, Tampax. I already heard comments before this, but overall, Tampax, solid run for you, top 5 effort, good points day. Give me your thoughts going forward and after tonight.
I mean, it was a good points day. It's pretty much it. I feel like I would have a really good shot at a win if it didn't turn into a fuel saving race. Just fuel savers aren't my thing.
I guess. I mean, yeah. Yeah, I agree. But either way, I mean, oh my God, a bot's in my comment. You still ran very well. A good top 5 finish. Definitely some momentum. So, what is your game plan going forward as we're dwindling the laps down for a regular season?
Just show up to the races. I mean, I had my 2 weeks off after the Phoenix race where I kind of just needed that time to not do something stupid or say something stupid, get myself in trouble. So now I got to make up for it and just show up for races, be consistent, and make the top 8 for the automatic bye through first round.
Gotcha. All right. That's a good plan, Tampex. Hopefully, we'll be hearing from you in a future weeks. Good luck on the rest of your season.
Thank you, sir.
Alright, we're going to move on to someone who we interviewed last week, but this time, it's not for a win, but a top 5 again this week. Dream, give me your thoughts on the racing tonight overall, on your night as a whole.
I'm just happy I'm not the center of controversy for once.
Nobody said anything to me tonight. Um, Overall, I thought we ran a pretty clean race on my part. Um, there were a couple guys I ran like side by side with for several corners at a time with, and there was no issues. So, I mean, I thought I ran pretty well. Good point day too.
Well, overall, still, yeah, like you said, another good points day in the NXT series. So you're looking to rack up all the points you can. So what is your mindset going forward as we're dwindling? I think we're in the back half of the regular season.
Try to get playoff points to replace the ones I lost at Dover.
That's a good mindset. All right, James. You have a good night. That is definitely a game plan, I would say. Good luck on the rest of your season.
Sir.
All right, we're gonna move on to someone who going in tonight, he just wanted a top 10. But Georgia Dog, you did more than a top 10. Georgia, you all had a chance at second place even. So at the end there, you finally got up front some track position. Give me your race as a whole and your mindset going into tonight.
Yeah. First off, I didn't expect to finish third, but I restarted. Uh, I think in the 20s that last stage, and I was just able to mind my p's and q's. Be patient. I knew that I had a top 10 car, but I didn't have a top 5 car by any means of the stretch. Banjo, my teammate Normie, Dream, they all had really fast cars, so they were probably the last of the field all night. But as far as my race goes, I finished well stage one. I think I got like seventh or eighth. Stage two, I blew a left front tire. Don't ask, because I don't know. And then stage three, again, I restarted it in the 20s and just just trying to mind my p's and q's and was able to avoid all the nonsense and end up third. So
Gotcha. Well, Georgia, that's definitely a good finish for you as a whole. Like you said, you executed. I feel like you just kept your car clean all night, I would say. That's what you wanted to go into this week, and I mean, for a road course, Georgia, I guess we'll take that, right?
yeah, for sure. Especially the third stage, I kind of got beat around a lot there, but I didn't I didn't let my um I didn't let my frustration get to me. I just stay cool and um uh, I was able to get out of here with a top three finish. Shout out to Mets for running such a great lead, and Nick as well. Shout out to Hendrick for streaming. Shout out to Mello on your run. I know you wanted the win, but a top three is not too bad. And shout out to the winner.
Okay. Have a great night, Georgia. Thank you.
Yep, as well.
All right, Hendrick, take over the top two.
All right. Well, there is triumph and a good feel story for our winner, but there's also the other side of the spectrum, and that is heartbreak. But a good run nonetheless, the best run for him so far in NXT. That is Mr. Mellow Dramatic in the 42. Mellow, make sure your audio is included.
Got it.
All right, buddy. Well, first off, congrats on the second place and for sweeping the stages. You earned more points than anybody tonight, and that will help you in your chase for a playoff spot. So, Mello, first things first, I know you had to climb through the field there late. Would you say that was the benefactor for how that race ended tonight?
Well, I mean, it was just frustrating in the end, honestly. Like, stages 1 and 2, I was able to unleash into the clean air. I feel like I had the fastest car all night, honestly. Like, the 42 was flying. Like, I was able to run a preset 9. I was just screaming around the corners, you know. But once I got caught behind traffic, I think some guys took either fuel only or 2 tires on one of the cautions, and I restarted like 8th or something like that. And there was just a stack up into the first corner. I got some front end and rear end damage, and it just mired me back in the pack. I had to fight through the rest of the way. So lucky to get up to second, honestly.
So we talked about your situation and points earlier. You were over 40 behind the last guy in, which entering tonight was Due Prime. So if you don't win before the playoffs start, do you think that you will be able to at least sneak in through points?
Absolutely. I'm not just sneaking and I'm going in.
Mm, mm. That was good words there. All right. Well, Mello, next week will be at Michigan. So how confident are you in being able to compete for your first win next Sunday night?
I mean, I always enjoyed Michigan, but that's always a track that's kind of a toss up. Like, I mean, it's so draft dependent and it's going to be a tight pack with people sending the corners. So like, you never know exactly what's going to happen at Michigan. So, I mean, I'll try to put myself in advantageous positions and we'll see what happens.
All right. Well, Mello, before I let you go here and prepare for next week, do you have any special shout outs you'd like to give?
Yeah, shout out to my boy Banjo for winning that one. He had some good strategy in stage 2. He almost held me off at the stage win. He's excellent road course driver, so he definitely earned this one. So shout out him and shout out you guys for running the broadcast.
All right. Well, Mello, congrats on your first podium finish in your time in ODRL, and also congrats on the second place. Also getting your first 2 stage wins in ODRL, so a lot of firsts for you tonight. I wish you the best of luck and hopefully getting your first win in the NXT series next Sunday night.
Thanks, man. It's coming.
No problem. All right. Well, speaking of first-time winners, we do have one tonight, and that is the driver of the 34, Mr. Trusting Banjo. I know you don't have your audio included. I know you'll send me your messages through text. Yep, I just got that message. So, first off, Banjo, congratulations on being an ODRL winner. First win in the NXT series for you. How does it feel knowing that now you finally have a win under your belt in the NXT series? Don't do that.
Mellow. Come on, man.
He said it feels great. I was wanting to get one. Hang on, I
Just
got
turn on the voice narrator.
No, I'm not doing
Fucking
that.
voice narrator.
He said it
You gotta
feels
do
great.
20
I was
sounds.
wanting to get one, especially being surrounded by winners in the points. Yes, and speaking of those points, Banjo, after tonight, because of how well you did in comparison to those around, you, the new points leader. So how does that feel in your rookie season, now being the points leader and also getting your first win in the ODRL NXT series? He said, it feels like I've been bailed by R4D missing 3 weeks. Well, I mean, I don't know about that. You've done really well as of recent.
They're
Uh,
friends. They're friends.
You know,
Who
that's
cares?
fair. I will
Banjo
say this, if
deserves
it
it.
makes you feel better, you finished in the top 10 in 8 of your 11 starts this season,
Exactly.
and you also
Consistent.
lead the league in most podium finishes this season. So where consistency lies
How many?
is you. He now has 4 on the year.
That's impressive.
So Banjo going into Michigan next week will still be in the 2020 cars. Um, how do you think your chances are going to be of potentially getting your second NXT win? We'll give him a minute. He said, I don't have high expectations. Those draft type of tracks are never my strong suit. Okay. That's an honest response. I can respect that. Well, Banjo, before I can let you go and celebrate, I don't know how you celebrate. I hope it's something to do with alcohol because you're probably going to need that tonight. But Banjo, before I let
My
you
dog.
go,
Is he
do you have
21?
I hope he is. He's got to
You
celebrate.
if he's under
At
21.
at least pop some champagne. Look. I don't know his age, but I'm just gonna infer he's an
Well,
adult.
if you just told him to drink, then you're fucked up.
Okay. Anyways, Banjo, before I let you go and celebrate the win the way you want to, do you have any special shout outs you'd like to give? Shout out to Josh for being a great team owner, in his words. Shout out to everyone in the race tonight, especially Mello. He had the fastest car. Shout out to R4D, the GOAT, and all of my other teammates. All right. Well, how about that? Well, Banjo, congrats on your first ODRL victory. It's been a long time coming, but I'm happy to at least say that you are now a winner in the Overdrive Racing League. I wish
Oh
the
no.
best of luck going into next week's race at Michigan. No problem, buddy. All right. Well, before we recap the results, I want to hear from someone who went as fast as 30 miles per hour tonight, and that is Mr. Mets fans. So,
Did you see
Mets,
the clip, Mets?
share your thoughts on
Hendrick.
how the race went tonight for you.
I was very happy. Road course issues here and there, breaking points, all that kind of stuff. But even the professionals have their issues with that too. 3 cautions, 29 people at a road course. It's really difficult. I didn't realize the restarts were broken here with that many people, so that was an issue too. Um, but very happy. Moving on to Michigan, but that's 3 weeks in a row that I'm happy about NXT moving in the right direction, and excited to see where we go from here.
I will say this, as the regular season goes on, it's going to get even more intense. We're actually going to go on ahead and recap the results real quick. I'll discuss the top 10, and then Bren can do the next 10. So, trusting Banjo, first win on the season, well earned from him. It has been a long time coming. I'm glad to finally see him get that win. Hopefully, he could try and continue that momentum into next week as he looks to get his second straight. Melodramatic, best run of his season so far, best run in his ODRL career so far, winning both stages and getting second tonight. Georgia Dog in the 88. You know what? We didn't give him a lot of credit tonight, considering a lot of the other guys that was on track, but Georgia actually was really good tonight. Ended up finishing P3 tonight in that 88 machine. So good stuff from Georgia. Racing Dream in the 6th, getting in 4th. He had a top 5 car for the majority of this race. He ends up P4. Tampax in the 62. I picked him early on as my race favorite. He does go on and get a top 5. Good run for the 62. Normie in the 48, getting P6. He led a good portion of stage 1, just was unable to stay up there with the rest of those that were up there. And how about Perk? First top 10 for SSJ4 Perk in that 49 machine. Way to go, Perk. Hopefully you get a lot more.
He had a top 3. He had a top 3 in
Oh,
Atlanta
right.
because of all the
Right.
incidents.
Second top 10 in his NXT career. First on a road course. So again, congrats to Perk. I know we didn't talk about him much tonight, but he did really good. Hopefully he can continue that next week. Steel Carrot in the 37, we saw his car at one point crashed and pretty much destroyed, but he was able to recover and get a top 10. So good work for Carrot as he continues his push for a playoff spot. Yoshi, the defending champ, in the 24, ends up P9. Didn't have the best of nights, but ended up working out pretty decent for him. And then, how about Ghost Tech in the 47, getting in 10th in that 47 machine? Way to go, Ghost Tech. That is his first top 10 in ODRL.
Sorry, I have to make this known. Please don't leave parties during interviews. We have been known to crash out parties because of that. But moving on to 11th place is going to be Envy Redneck. Had a solid night for him. Good points day for him as he gets the top 15. 12th is going to be Impact, who we saw at times, Hendrick, inside the top 5, top 10, but he rounds out in 12th. Tata had the same issues as Impact as he lost track position and just finished 13th. Iron Man, a little bit of a comeback, I would say, as he struggled throughout the race, but he, in the first stage, I think he spun out 3 times and came back to finish top 15 there. So good run for him. Top 15 for Leppy, 15th. I thought he had a lot more speed after qualifying, but he struggled throughout the race, and there was a lot of chaos in the midfield. So he finishes top 15 at least. Do Prime, 16th. Cobra, the former points leader, had a lot of issues in stage 3 to round out inside the top 15. Lewis, we saw at times, I think he even got the lead at one time in the race, finishes 18th. Reagan Boy, 19th. We saw him inside the top 10, may have gotten loose on the long run and lost all his track position, and 20th was LA Fatality.
I will note Cobra and Lewis did go down pit road in the closing lap, so that is why they were back there
Oh yeah,
in
they
the
were low on
field.
fuel.
Master Killer in 21st in the 19 car. He was hoping to at least continue the run that he had during the bracket, but unfortunate he finished one spot short of a top 20 finish. Cowboy Tech in the 3 lead lap finish. He gets P22. Kevin Yu in 23rd. He looked like one of the strongest cars today, but unfortunately it was just not there for him at the very end. He gets 23rd. Trevi, the last car on the lead lap in the 16 car in 24th. First car lap down of 2. Exo Austin in 25th. Exo, by the way, entered tonight one of the first people out of a playoff spot. So we'll see how much that affects him in the playoff grid. Pure Splash in the 43 and 26, 1 lap down. SP Motors in the 66, 3 laps down in 27th. And here's another thing. I just want to note this really quickly. The outsider was 28th. I have heard that he left the league. So whoever's below the cut first may be above now after tonight. So that will be something to monitor. But that will do it tonight for our coverage for the NXT series at Mid-Ohio. Again, I do want to thank Bren for coming into the booth with me tonight. I also want to thank everyone that stopped on by for interviews, including our winner Banjo, our owner Mets, and our second, third, fourth, and fifth place finishers. Tomorrow night, I will be here once again leading the booth as Camo and Bren will both be on track at Auto Club tomorrow night. That will be at 9:30
Do not make
Eastern.
a poll. Do not make a poll about that again, okay? I do not want to do that.
I won't. But damn, this guy
Thank
got
you.
offended. But that will be tomorrow night at 9:30. And
Do
then
not compare me.
next Sunday, we talked about it. Michigan at 9:30 Eastern. Me and Bren will be on the call there. And then, of course, on Saturday nights, Bren and I will be in the booth at 11 o'clock Eastern. As Backwoods, Bren, you could talk about that. I think that will be at Phoenix for the playoff opener.
Yeah, coverage, if you can, I want you to join me one of those nights for the coverage. Coverage starts at 10:30 Eastern. We're going to get at least one of the playoff guys hopefully in the booth to get an interview, and we're going to get all the race info. So make sure you guys tune in. 10:35 is actually going to be our start time, but it's going to be fun. I enjoy that. First playoff race. They also expanded to 16 drivers. So last week, me and Hendrick were talking about a little top 12, and actually they expanded. So it's going to be a more open feel. We got a lot new guys that are going to get in the playoffs. It's going to be fun to watch, especially on Saturday nights. Definitely a fun series if you guys haven't watched it before.
And also the podcast on Wednesday at
It's gonna be
10:20 Eastern. Kevin says in his words, this is going to be, what does he say? This is going to be a gun. Michigan frustrating after this result. Yeah, I understand, Kevin, man. You were really fast. But hopefully Michigan will be just as exciting, if not more exciting than tonight was.
Should be.
Again, congrats to Banjo. First NXT victory in ODRL. I'm Regular Show 48. I'm going to go on ahead and close this one out. Thank all of you for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Peace out, everybody.
He's already clicking on the exit button in the stream. That's